Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 2023 Burnett Bowls Club 75th birthday, the anniversary, 15,000 mixed triples. Absolutely sensational day here at Burnett Bowls Club this morning. Ideal conditions for bowls. We've got a temperature where we're sitting at the moment around about 26.1 degrees, so the thermometer is telling me. But out there on the green, they tell me it's around about 21 degrees, a top today of 25. Well, it's 26 where we are with the sun beaming in on us. So it should be a colossal day. And, of course, this event could not be brought to you if it wasn't for the sheer generosity of these wonderful sponsors. Gottberg Solar, Mark Hasta, Painting Property Limited, Koki Moon, which is a distillery company, Hinkler Podiatry, and of course Acon Metals Recycling. We thank those sponsors for their wonderful generosity of sponsoring this absolutely fantastic event. And what a game we got first up this morning. We got the Bowls Queensland combination of skipping the rink is Faye Clarke with Kerry Green and Greg Flynn, and they're up against a local team. And at the moment, Byers will be skipping the rink. Helen Foster playing 2, and Leon Dwyer from the Hervey Bay region will be leading up. Leon's been skipping this rink, but he got hit in the ankle yesterday by a drive, and as you can see, he's limping quite a bit this morning. So with this, where we're situated at the moment after 4 rounds, and there's the leaderboard there in front of you. You can see there's only one 4-game winner, which is Hayden Leslie, and he's on 8 points plus 52. Then we got Robbie Beams on 6 plus 29, Darryl Austin 6 plus 25, Matty Tonkin 6 plus 21, Shane Castle 6 plus 21, Mark Mizar, who's be on our stream next in actual fact, 6 plus 17. Bobby Johnson, 6 plus 8. Cody Felberg, beyond their stream last game, 6 plus 8. Then Wayne Burnett, 6 plus minus 1. And Roger Goodwin, 6 minus 5. So that's the top 10, and that's where the prize money is paid to, right down to there. And should be one heck of a game here this morning. I said with the Bowls Queensland combination up against a local team. Dreams come true. And of course, Mr.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Kerry. So it looks like the local teams won the match, I should say. And, of course, our co-commentator this morning, and someone's looking forward to this game, is a chap that's been here since about 5:30 this morning. See him running around the place from where we're staying. It's great to have him on board too. It's Mr. Des Kent. Morning, Des.
Welcome, Brian. Thank you very much. Welcome, viewers.
Yes, mate. Good first up. We've got Leon leading up and Helen Foster playing 2, and Ros Byers is skipping the rink.
Morning, Mr. Green. Kerry Green, just come and say hello to me.
Yes, he's trying to be very friendly here this morning.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. I'm not sure why, but
should be a good game, mate. Leon,
should be a great game.
He's using a bowling arm these days. As I was just saying, Des, he's skipping this rink and he got hit in the ankle yesterday with a drive, and as you can see him limping slightly. So
yeah, I did hear that, but I didn't hear the full story about what happened.
No, it's just one of those things. It's nothing. Just one of those things that happen, mate. And when you're out there, just got to keep your eye on the ball, mate. A bit like
That's
playing
it.
golf at times,
That's
isn't
it, mate. Yeah, certainly.
A bit like playing golf, mate. So anyway, Greg Flynn. Flynn, of course, is the finance director of Bowls Queensland, and he normally plays a pretty good game. I've been lucky to have a few games with Flynn, and he normally leads up and goes all right.
So Greg plays out of Enoggera, I believe.
He plays out of Enoggera, mate. Yes, he's been a part of Enoggera for quite a few years, and you see the finish on the green already, though, Des. It's running absolutely superbly, considering how heavy the dew was this morning. Once again, a big call out to the green staff here. They've done a superb job here once again.
Yeah, Brian and Kyle up very early this morning, and Chris Day, our volunteer who comes in and helps whenever we have big carnivals and big tournaments on, big days. So thank you very much, boys. You've done a great job again.
That's
as
for
usual.
Sure. A great bowl there too by Leon too, sitting just in front of the kitty there. So as I said, it's taken these players only one bowl to find their mark.
Yes.
Now, Greg, seems to have a little bit more grass on this one here. Look at the way it's just, you think it's going to pull up, and it just keeps running like that. And Faye's
short of a gallop, but
Faye, as much as she's trying to get it there, but she just couldn't egg it on that little bit further there, Des.
That's correct, Brian. So, and you had a good night last night, Brian?
Very good night, mate. It was great to be here to celebrate the 75th birthday, and had a wonderful meal cooked by Amanda and Peter, and the entertainment was good, mate. It was first class. Had an early night, though, I will admit that.
Early night.
Well, get a bit tired when you're sitting here talking all day, Des.
Yes, I can understand that. I don't know how you blokes do it all the time, but...
Yeah, mate, it's promoting the game, and that's what it's all about. We see Kerry Green, played a lot of bowls with Kerry over the years. He does go all right, but... what type of bowls Kerry uses, I'll tell you right now, is that if you see Brett Wilkie, that'll be Kerry's next set of bowls.
Yeah.
He always seems to get Brett's hands-me-downs.
I do believe Kerry won that set of bowls at the North-South Challenge.
He did. He won it up at Townsville, at Suburban.
Apparently it was a design him and Brett come up with, and I sort of asked Kerry yesterday where he got his bowls from, and borrowed them from Boy George.
Mate, that's about a few drinks under their belt.
A few ports.
A few ports under their belt, mate.
I believe Wiz is quite enjoyable of a few ports.
Oh, every now and again, mate. Not all the time, but he enjoys a bit of a nightcap every now and again.
Yeah.
Now that he's retired from all the big stuff.
Competition bowls, yes.
And he's still, of course, I see he's just been picked to play for Queensland, so I congratulate all the players that I see that's been picked. I know there's been a few unavailable. Probably through because of Bowls Australia commitments.
Work commitments and things like that.
Yeah. So anyway, as I've always said, someone can't make it. It gives someone the opportunity to step up. But just looking at that there, I'd say that I reckon Leon would probably have shot out of that. Just, yeah. Just. So Roz, trying to dead draw this on the forehand. Could be just a little bit wide, but it's still starting to work its way into the head now.
So
had good weight.
As the greens dry out, a bit of wind around, the greens will slightly change. But,
absolutely.
Another great day.
Oh, beautiful, Des. Absolutely beautiful.
A few clouds out in the west just starting to pop up, but everything looks to be a beautiful day again. Faye just onto Kerry's front bowl.
Oh, still holding the one by the looks of things. I
favour the one on the line.
Yep.
That's a good side shot, Robbie.
Yep.
Robbie's getting real good at driving these things, isn't he?
Mate, it's the adult supervision he's under, mate.
Mate, you and Bruce have really put a lot of work into him to train him.
And his lovely daughter, Tony.
Yeah.
She's spent hours trying to teach him. It's finally starting to come off all the hours of work we put into him, mate. But he's still very disappointed in all the hours of work he's put into Bruce and I, and we're still doing the same stuff.
Probably more hours from his end.
He's still disappointed. I tell you what, Faye's on a good line here. Is she going to just sit this bowl? Doesn't want to knock it out. Maybe turn it around. But, be just the one there, I think.
To Leon.
So the Ros Byers led combination gets first points on the board. Yeah, as you said, though, there's absolutely magnificent day here. It's sun's starting to warm up a little bit. I don't think I'll have this jacket on for too long. It's a little bit fresh this morning with that breeze, but absolutely warming up beautifully now.
Mate, the weather's been perfect in Bundaberg.
Certainly has been.
Anyone who's travelling around and you want a game of bowls, make sure you check into a club in Bundy.
Couldn't agree more. And don't forget to, if you actually go and do the rum distillery tour, can you please just tell the staff over there they're doing a wonderful job from Brian, and tell them don't go on strike. If you have any problems, just let me know and I'll try and sort it out for them.
Yeah, another very good tour to do in Bundaberg is the Kelky Moon rum distillery.
Distillery, yes.
Yeah, gin and vodka. And
absolutely.
They've just released a white rum as well.
It sounds,
Kelky Moon.
Sounds a bit dangerous, that white rum.
It is, I believe. I'm not a rum drinker myself, so... But Kelky Moon have done really, really well to get where they are.
Couldn't agree more, mate. We'll next time we're up, I think we'll get up a bit early and go and do that tour before we come over.
I'll organise it with Rick Prosser, mate.
I think we better go over there.
Yeah.
I'll teach Robbie how to drink it. It'll be fine. Yep.
Clint Clarke, good morning, boys. Yes, Clint, welcome.
How are you, Flynn? How's things, mate? Yeah, it was a bit of a shock, wasn't it? Oh, not a shock, mate, but condolences to a good friend of ours who used to belong to Benoa Bowls Club, John. Johnny passed away yesterday, so sad occasion, and absolute condolences to Kerry and the family. John had Clint, and one heck of a great bloke, as you said, mate. Saw that post. So Flynn, got a couple of sniffing around it. So,
2 good bowls by Greg.
Yeah, handy position there, mate. Now, Helen, she's pretty well known as Pinky around the place, they tell me, mate.
That's correct, yeah, mainly because of her bowls, and she used to always have her hair at pink.
Pink,
as
look
well.
at this. Well, she's just
rolled Leon's bowl up.
Yep.
So we'll see what the Vice Chair of Bowls Queensland can do.
Mate, beautiful delivery there. Just point of delivery, looked nothing like he was about to fall over like he normally does.
Just running through a bit.
You sit that bowl? Oh, not quite. It's come to a good home there, though. It's a good little catchment bowl. They got 3 there just waiting, so...
Yeah, nice trail of about a foot would be really good on the jack now, over to their bowls.
Really need something in behind the head, and I'll tell you what, she's played this pretty well. She's going to sit this bowl.
Yeah, that will be the shot.
Yeah, that's a great bowl there. She covers that trail a little bit there too, so we see Faye just giving Kerry a bit of jack high. Got a bit of grass line on this. I think he's going to cut. Yeah, look at the weight he had. Absolutely
weight
superb.
Was perfect.
Just chasing a bit of grass.
Obviously, he didn't pay his green fees this morning, mate.
No, mate, probably Flynny did, mate.
Yeah.
Flynny did. If I was Flynny, I'd go get 20 off Kerry straight away, mate. Said, here, take some.
Mate, I'd be asking for 30.
Mate.
Just to get a bit of interest on it.
Interest on it, mate. Yeah, not a bad call. So, only a couple of good shots there, Roz's team.
Yeah.
A couple of good bowls there. But definitely on, little draw, definitely on there. So, well, I think if Roz had any sense, she'd probably draw for 3rd shot, but just keep it just a little bit short of the kitty, just to put it in Faye's eye.
Yeah.
But still count.
Any trail on, any movement on the jack's going to change the head?
Yes. Yeah, she's taking good grass here, Roz. She's starting to work into the head now. Tell you what, she's played this very, very well.
Absolutely. That is the shot.
Yep, that's a great bowl by Roz.
Yep. A lot of pressure on Faye now.
Well, she's really just got to look for shot or second shot with her first bowl.
Yeah. She's pointed it well.
Starting to work into the head.
Bit quick.
No, not really. It's just snuck around the back.
Yeah. Good home.
Very good home there.
Good home.
May have cut that front one out. I'm not 100% to go, and as we said yesterday, it doesn't take long for these ends to soon count up. Two bowl
triples. Game keeps moving quite quickly.
Yep. I was talking to Ros on the way in, and she said that they had a great day yesterday. She said we lost a few games, but gee whiz, there's some great bowls played, and she was really enthusiastic about today.
Yeah, all the games we covered yesterday, there was absolutely some terrific bowls played by everyone.
Yep.
And today's a different day.
That's ever so true.
Greens can change slightly, and
yep. So taking 2 out.
Kerry won't give anything away, I can tell you.
No. Mate, look. He should have grabbed the measure. Jumped down there. No?
Yeah.
He was.
He probably believes because of the colour of his shirt he's got a bit of authority out there.
Nah, he's all right. No, it's 3 there, so handy pickup. So pretty good at Pinky there. She thought, no, I'm going to go for 3.
4-0 after 2 ends.
Yep.
2 of 18 or an hour 45.
No, I played a bit of bowls of various functions where we've had a game together, and I'll tell you, Flynn, he goes all right. It's pretty handy lead, that's for sure. Young Greg.
His shoulders would have been sore from playing with Kerry, from carrying him, wouldn't they?
From yesterday, you'd have to be, mate. He looked very tired this morning.
Yeah, he does,
Very tired. So,
don't know whether he had enough beauty sleep last night. But
mate, you see Faye, she had an early night.
Yeah.
She reckons she was asleep 5 minutes after she got home last night. Tell you what, a lovely start to hear from Leon too. Not going to be too far away. Using his stick very, very well these days, Leon. Leon Dwyer, of course, from the Harvey Bay Club. There's no need for anyone to panic. He has an East Maitland shirt on, but he said he just grabbed the shirt this morning and just put it on. That's fair enough too, mate.
Yeah, it's really good to see the different club shirts around, and a lot of members that have moved from different areas to move to Queensland, the better part of the country.
Well, that's ever so true. There's a lot of bowlers moving here at the moment. I know there's a lot coming to the Gold Coast, and then I saw on one post last night someone put up that all of Tasmania is moving to Helensvale, which I thought was quite humorous. Which is one thing I do like about social media. I don't go full bore into it in a big way, but some of the comments can be humorous.
Yes.
Okay, Greg. So he's going to change hands here. By the looks of things, he's going to play his forehand. Yeah, good try there by Greg. Not far away at all. Just sneaking around the back. Just that's a bit of runs. Really running on nicely.
They all seem to have picked up their line fairly quickly. Just a little of adjustment for the weight, and But as we all know, the more the greens dry out, the quicker it's going to get.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, good on you, James. I'm glad your dad's enjoying it too, buddy. Good on you, mate. Okay, Kerry looking at just a dead draw this. Oh,
just running through. Yeah.
Good attempt. I think that the pace has got him a little bit beat at this early stage.
Yes, and it's only going to quicken up.
Well, it is too, Des, that's for sure. Said the boys put in a great, superb effort here once again this morning. We've seen another good bowl here from Pinky. Probably just going to sneak in front of this one. So Kerry's just got to take around about 4 foot of weight off. His line's pretty good, really.
You saying he should go to Jenny Craig?
No. She just went broke, mate.
I know.
She's doing no good now. Yeah, good bowl here. Lovely correction from Kerry.
Yeah, great bowl from Kerry. Yeah. We'll give him that.
He played that one all right.
Big grin from him as he walks down the paddock.
Yeah, no, he played that very well, mate. Yeah. Beautiful correction.
Yeah.
Even got a high five from Faye.
Yep.
So, a little trail on there for Faye too, still on too, just quietly. So, she'd have to hit it right in the belly there though. So, she'd have to get it. She trails it around about 2-3 foot. She's got a chance of making probably 3 or 4 shots out of it.
That's correct.
As long as it goes to the right-hand side of the line. So, but, I'm sure this lassie's got something to say about that too. I'd be surprised if her first bowl she goes for a little bit of cover. Even under that red bowl, she get a result. Oh, Ros, got a good line just here. She's going to start working into the head now.
That's Leon's bowl that's come in.
Yep.
Still favour Kerry's bowl.
Yep.
He's just asking Faye to sit on that bowl of Leon's.
Yep. Again, I think it's just her. Could be just a little bit wide with this one. She wants an inside edge. She just got a little bit too much of that bowl. Yeah, good call there by Pinky. Okay, Rod's sticking to the forehand here now, trying to beat this bowl of Kerry's. Tell you what, she's got a pretty good track on this too, just quietly. She's going to turn enough.
Going to come past it, but a great effort.
What a great try.
Great effort from Ros.
Okay, now Faye, just got to beat that red bowl of Leon's.
It's gone a bit wide again, I think, Brian.
Yep.
Just won't come in from out there far enough.
Just depends on her
weight. God, that turned a lot more than I thought it would.
Yes, it certainly did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to go back.
Right back on the tee or lengthen it back. 4-1 after 3 ends.
Well, they're on the board, mate.
Yep.
They're on the board.
Kerry told me last night he was going to win all 3 games today, so...
I'd love to hear a bloke that's confident, mate. That's good. It's good news.
Bit shorter than what Faye would have liked it, I believe.
Yes, it does look that way. So but what you do then is that you get your first bowl and you wham it straight on it. I think it's pretty sure it's long enough. So you got to make up for it now that you skip one it a little bit longer.
That's it. This is the one you really got to nail.
Yeah.
Just say, well, sorry, Skip, I mucked up, but I'll fix it this time.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad starter there from Flynn. Just a couple of feet short, but perfect grass line, really.
Again, we need to thank our umpires of the day, Glenys Locke and Daff McCracken.
Oh,
we
absolutely.
had Jess Cannon and Daff yesterday, and we've got Glenys today. So thank you very much, Glenys and Daff.
Did a great job.
Yeah, without the umpires and our volunteers, like we always say, we don't have bowls clubs.
No, you're ever so true there, Des. What a beautiful bowl here from
Great
Lee.
start from Leon.
Yep, good bowl there. You see him turn around limping away. You'll remember this carnival for a while, I reckon, mate.
Yes.
Okay, Greg just looking at another couple of feet of weight. Yeah.
It's a little slider.
Yep.
Narrowed up a little bit.
So Leon got the opportunity now just to add another one in there. And just hurt himself there at delivery. That's one reason, as he said, he's gone back to lead. Just wants to draw.
Yep. Doing a great job of it too.
He is, isn't he? That's a good bowl there.
Yeah. Doing a great job.
Right, Kerry. Just got plenty of room there to draw the shot.
Yeah, all he's got to do is just sit on that bowl that's jack high. Yep. Oh, he's pinched his grass here.
He had good weight. Needs a bit of grass on that one. Weight was perfect, absolutely spot on.
Might be a bit nervous because he's got television rink, mate.
Mate. He normally goes all right. Normally goes all right, mate. Yeah, he got a better grass line on this one. Comes down to his weight now. Oh, could be a bit quick again.
He's just covering this pink one down the back, mate.
You're covering the team, mate.
Yeah.
Aye.
Covering the pink one.
Mate, there'll only be one down now.
Yeah.
So, Pinky sticking the forehand. Yeah, another good ball there. Sitting into a pretty good home. Splits those two up.
The different length end has sort of thrown them out a bit on this one.
Well, it has slightly, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like just I really can't get over how much grass you got to take, quite realistically. Because even though the wind, as you said previously, it's a absolutely beautiful morning this morning for bowlers. Like, I mean, the wind's not that bad at this particular stage.
No, it looks more like a southerly, so it's sort of blocked a bit on this one by the clubhouse.
Yep. Now Faye.
Just going to duck on her.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just not picking up the grass line on that hand.
Yes. Lorraine, it's absolutely beautiful up here. It really is. Not a nice day in Toowoomba, Lorraine saying.
Isn't it?
There'd be at least 3 down there by the looks of this. So a big bowl here from Faye. I don't think she's really improved her grass line.
She's pinched it again.
Yep.
So unless she gets something off that front bowl.
No, just going to miss that.
Yep.
Again, she had perfect weight though.
Once again, on behalf of Burnett Bowls Club, I'd like to thank Brian and Robbie for coming up to live stream this weekend. Without you guys, bowls would suffer a lot, and being able to get it out there to everyone in Australia and even our overseas viewers.
No, it's true, mate. Absolute pleasure being here, Des. It's been a really well-run event so far, and I know today's going to be no different, mate. Another good bowl there too, just quietly from Rod. Pick up there, double the score.
Morning, boys. Have a great day. How disappointing I'm not there to call Kerry's match from Brucey Kirk.
Hey, Brucey.
Mate, get well soon, buddy.
Yep.
I'm sure Kerry's very disappointed that you're not here as well, mate.
Karen Lovell. G'day, Karen. Hope you're keeping well. Keep that old bloke of yours in check for me, will you please, Karen? You have a great day too. Thank you, my dear.
8-1 after 4.
Yep.
4 of 16.
Talk to you soon too, Pete.
About a 3/4 length end. Leon's playing.
Yes, seems to like that length, doesn't he? Leon handled this pretty well so far. Handling the stick very well by the looks of it there, Des.
How long's he had it?
I'm
Brian?
not too sure how long he's been using it, but I tell you what, he's starting to master it pretty well.
Yeah.
Going to pull up a bit short what happens when commentators talk about
You put the hex on him?
Put the X, but no, he has been though, mate. He's been using it very well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know. Previously, using a bowling arm before I had my knee replacement, I struggled for a while until I got used to it.
Yep. Yeah, good bowl here from Greg. That's a great bowl.
Great bowl, Greg Flynn.
Going to be a lot outside that one.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a good shot there. Both the greens, well, all 3 greens in use, which is great to see. I tell you what, he's changed his hand here, Leon. He's not going to be too far away. Starting to work into the head now. That's a great try. Very good bowl. So Greg doesn't have to correct too much.
See how good his memory is.
It should be all right.
Starting to work in now.
Yeah, good bowl.
Good home there.
Yeah,
yes.
Very good home.
Faye signalling there 1 down, so obviously it was with that last bowl of Leon's.
Yep. It's pretty much on the run still too, so it's still a very usable bowl there, Des. So
yeah.
Now what she doesn't want to do is slice this kitty. She's going to get it at all. She wants to get it clean. And she's stuck with it. Yeah.
She followed it.
She's lucky she stuck with that. I could see a bit of a slice coming up there till she got that little edge. So now Kerry got a very good line on his bowl here. He comes down to his weight.
Good morning, Mary from Fife in Scotland. Welcome.
Good
Mary
morning.
was on deck yesterday.
Mary loves her bowls. She's an avid watcher. It's always a pleasure to have her on board.
That's the good thing with this live stream setup. that you boys have. It's just fantastic places we can get bowls into now. And
no, it's true. It's some of the places we get onto. I was talking to Barbara Austin yesterday, and she's from Cyprus, and she's played at various games, but she's not playing in the World Championships. She's a great bowl here from Kerry. That's a fantastic bowl.
Great correction, Kerry Green.
Very well played there. Very well played. It's the only second I've ever seen turn around and poke his tongue out at us, but anyway. He's a good lad, mate. But, yep, no, good bowl there by Kerry. Played that very well.
Yeah, we're trying to educate him, aren't we?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, giving up, mate.
Can be a struggle.
Giving up, mate. Bit like all the hours Robbie and I, Bruce and I put into Robbie, mate, just before the States, mate.
Yeah.
And he goes out and loses to us, like unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. So pretty good shot in there, really, but got a couple of options. She could play that either hand, really, Ros, but whatever she's comfortable with.
Playing a forehand.
I'll tell you what, depending upon her weight, she's got a pretty reasonable line on this. She's very close.
Just found the gap.
Unbelievable. If she wanted to find that gap, she probably couldn't come through it like that.
No, with about 100 bowls, mate, you'd never pick it.
Yep. Good morning, Ray. Hope you enjoying the telecast. Now, Faye, just going to sneak under 2.
She's just struggling with her grass line a little bit this morning, Faye.
Well, it's... The green, as we're talking, would definitely be drying out now.
Yeah.
Tell you what, another good-looking bowl here from Ross. She's not going to be too far away. Just get the inside edge of this. Oh, another good bowl in the head.
Righto, Faye needs to make this one count.
Yep.
She's got a bit of grass line here.
Yeah, she has too.
Just needs to sit inside those.
Oh, very good attempt there, though.
Great attempt.
Great attempt
One.
By Faye, just the one.
Doubled their score, 8-2 after 5 ends. 5 of 16.
Yes, we've got a way to go yet.
Another 2 rounds after this to complete the carnival.
Mate, been a wonderful run event, though.
Thank you, Brian.
It's been very well run. I said the players, everybody I've spoken to, I was talking to a lot of them, and they come in this morning, and they're all saying how well they're looking forward to today.
Yeah.
Normally you hear the players when they come in the second day, they go, oh, gee whiz, we've got to play another 3 games today. But they're all very enthusiastic to be able to play again. So says there must be something right. And, of course, Amanda, another beautiful breakfast this morning. Gee whiz.
Yeah, we've had great weather yesterday, and today's looking the same.
Good starter here by Greg first up too, just quietly.
Yep.
That's a great bowl by Greg. Jack Eye. Yeah, Leon playing his forehand just to try and beat this Jack Eye bowler Greg's. Got it very well pointed too, just quietly. It's not going to be too far away. Just going to sneak around the back. Yeah, pretty good home there. So, Greg, Faye's call was, how good's your memory, mate? G'day, Nev. How are you? Very good, mate. Great to catch up with you last weekend, Nev. Yeah, Flynn, just running out a bit of legs there.
Morning, Robert. Hope the bowls is good today. So
Certainly
far, they've
is.
started off very, very well.
Yep. Okay, Leon with his next one.
Interesting leaderboard before, I believe you had up, Brian. Hayden Leslie team. He's the only one that's won all 4 games so far.
Yep, 100% correct. Yeah, 100%. There's surprising with the quality of teams that are here that there aren't more 4-game winners.
Yes.
And it just goes to show with the quality of teams, everybody's in with a chance, doesn't it?
That's right. Yep.
So Kerry once again had magnificent weight on that there, just looking just for a tad more grass. So even on the narrower hand of the two, well, that's actually a little bit of the wider hand, just looking at that that banner floating around down there, Des.
Yes. Yeah,
and I think this has got the players a little bit shell-shocked because that was the wider hand all day yesterday.
That's right.
And it's definitely the narrow hand, I should say. But today it is definitely...
the wider hand.
Yeah. Oh, look at this coming back.
This should come home very nicely.
Gee whiz, that's a great bowl by Kerry. That came back a hell of a long way, Des.
It did, Brian.
Came back a hell of a long way. That's that amazed me. That would have been yesterday way too wide.
That's right. That would have hung out by at least a good metre.
Look at this bowl here too. She's not going to be too far away. She's just going to sneak around the back. Yeah, good bowl.
Sit on Leon's bowl.
Yep.
2 good catches there if the jack gets moved back.
Yep. Great correction there from Kerry. I said both his bowls are very well weighted too, aren't they?
Yes. Yep.
So,
not sure why he keeps looking at us, Brian. Is he after something or what?
I think it's fear, mate.
Fear?
It's fear. He's a good lad, mate. He's all right. So anyway, Faye looking probably just to sit inside the shot bowl. She's going to cover around the back by the looks of it. Yep.
Best backwood.
Well, it is, and it's really when you... it's not a bad bowl there. Can always come into play. So, Roz. I tell you what. She's not going to be too far away. Look at that for a bowl.
Jeff, hello from South London. Just after midnight, so won't be here too long, I'm afraid.
Good on you, Jeff.
Welcome, Jeff. Thank you very much. Sharp picture. Arnold.
Annie, how's my favourite little girl? Kerry's coming over after I just said Annie. She's on board. She's watching you play. And she's asked me to keep an eye on you, Kerry, so you are in trouble. Good on you, Annie. Tell you what, that was a great bowl there from Roz, wasn't it,
Yeah. Yes, the centre line is on the screen. It looks like it has been on the drink all night, Alan, but it's definitely not that when you look at it.
Oh, what another great bowl by Roz. Gee whiz, that's good bowling.
1, maybe 2.
And Kerry's taken one out. Two shots. That's two good bowls there from Roz.
Very good bowls.
Yep.
Joshua Beattie. Good morning, Brian and Robbie. Welcome, Josh.
Joshy. Don't worry, Annie. I've been looking after him really well for you, love.
Hi, Annie.
Yep.
10-2 after 6. 6 of 16 ends?
Yep.
Or 1 hour 45?
He's coming over to say something to you, Annie.
No,
he's going to wave. He just waved at you, Annie.
He's just going for his water bottle, Annie. Problem is we don't know what's in it.
That's the problem. So we see pretty much a shortish to medium length end here. So Leon sticking to his backhand.
Just changing the length a little bit.
Yeah, and you just notice that banner down there. It's just starting to swirl around a little bit more too.
Yeah, the wind sort of swung around to the southeast.
That's a great start there once again from Leon. So bit of pressure on Greg early. Love your work, Andy. You know that. Love to catch up soon too, kiddo.
James Johnson. Good morning, fellas. Just after 12 a.m. Hope you guys are all well. Yeah, we're doing great. Thanks, James.
How are you going, James? The old boy Eddie's up on Friday, mate, and he's going really good, James. Great bowl there from Greg Flynn. Just picked up Kitty, just trailed it off the line. Probably ran about 10 inches. Probably got about 10 inches to draw a shot there, Leon. So Again, I think he's just given this just a little bit too much oomph.
Just going to come around the back, but it's a interesting position there, because if the jack gets hit on someone's forehand, it's going to kick it over to those bowls of Leon's, but be very difficult to get a decent shot on that jack.
That's another great bowl by Greg.
Wow, Greg Flynn.
2 great bowls. And the best part about that is there's really no target. It's just a 1-bowl target.
That's it.
He's played that. He's played that very, very well. Great end there for Greg. But this girl here, gee whiz, she's had some good bowls already this morning too. She's giving it every opportunity. She's going to get the outside edge of this bowl.
Just held out on her.
Yeah.
Hi Bruce, hope you're doing well, mate. How was the op? From James? Yeah, Brian's been talking to Bruce, and he seems to be quite well.
Yep.
Apparently he got let out on parole around lunchtime yesterday.
Got out on parole, mate, he was telling me.
Yeah.
That's a good bowl there by Kerry. That splits those ones up there. Probably wanted to sit that a little bit fatter. They've just got the edge of that bowl, but it's still a very good home there, staying that side of the line.
Hi James, all went well. Back soon.
There you go, mate.
Slept all through it. Yeah, good on you, Bruce.
And the best part about it, James, he actually took my advice this time. He didn't pay the anaesthesia till he woke up. Dear, be good to have him back too.
You were just starting to get him educated, weren't you, Brucey?
Mate. Inside, edge, yeah, very good home. Very good home there. Yeah, mate, no, he's looking forward to getting him back. He's got a couple of weeks recovery now, because we have a 2-week lapse of not doing any streaming for a couple of weeks during the Open.
Oh, we can't have that, can we? We need to get something booked in.
No, mate, we're looking forward to having a game ourselves the next couple of weeks there, Des, but believe you me, we've got ample things to do.
Yeah, just looking at the calendar yesterday, you've...
We got commitments because of still my president role at the Gold Coast, so I'm down supporting as many clubs as I possibly can during the Australian Open. So that come up every year for the Open, Des. It's always good to catch up with all our friends from interstate and all over Queensland.
Don't know much about the AO. Was it scheduled to be held on the Gold Coast for so many years?
Yeah, it had a 5-year contract.
Right.
You know, it's. I know there's a lot of people saying that it should be moved and everything, but with the numbers and that they're getting, mate, if it's moved, it's moved. But I'd be very surprised if it ever is, because the numbers have been outstanding. So a lot of destinations, but there aren't too many that can hold an event like that and in record time, feed them all in 20 minutes.
And that's the
accommodation around it. You know, I mean, it's probably the biggest thing on the Gold Coast. Being a tourist destination, I mean, I hold nothing against any other districts you can put in for it. If they could put in for it and let it be a success, I'd say good on them. Do it.
Yep.
But I just think it's just an ideal destination where people want to go for a holiday, Des, you know what I mean?
That's it, and there's a lot of stuff to do on the Gold Coast, and like you said, Brian, most of the clubs have got a lot of accommodation close by.
Close by.
And that's what you need.
Yeah, I think that, I'm led to believe this year there's 3,500 people coming to the Gold Coast to play in it.
Wow.
So it's going to be a pretty good measure, this, by the looks of it. Good picture there too from Robbie.
And then you think of the flow on to all the businesses in the area as well. You know, a lot of the hospitality industries are still struggling, trying to get ahead from COVID. I know a lot of them, I'm not sure on the Gold Coast, but up here a lot of them are struggling to find good, reliable staff.
Yep.
So, one
to Roz.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, it's true, but I also think too, it's a bit like the World Championship's going to be on at the end of the year, is that when people come up here and their spouses have got so many things to do, the kids have got the theme parks, and it makes more of a family holiday than just going for to a bowling destination. You know what I mean? It makes the whole family can come away for a couple of weeks there. You know?
Yeah, yeah. James, definitely should be. You guys are doing open commentary.
Mate, we'll let Bowls Australia do that. As I said, we like to have a few days off, mate. So, and we wish Bowls Australia team all the best for the Open, because it is the one of the major events on the bowls calendar in a year. But we're doing a fair bit for World Bowls. We're doing the Australian Indoor for Bowls Australia, and we're doing the World Champion Singles for World Bowls, and that's going to be held at Robina Bowls Club on the Gold Coast.
Good start by Leon.
Yeah, very good start.
First one about a metre through.
Yep.
11-2 after 7.
Yes, gee whiz, they've jumped out of the world, this local team, haven't they?
Yes.
With an import from Harvey Bay.
Yep.
Yeah, good bowl there too by Greg.
Starting to pick the green up really well.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Gee, Brissy, I wish you were here too, mate. The girls just brought out the pikelets and jam and cream, buddy. All the more for us now then, Brissy, seeing you're not here, son. Missing you.
James wishing Bruce a speedy recovery, mate.
Yeah.
Not sure the babysitter's going to be able to handle the 2 kids while you're away.
Dear.
What a great second bowl by Leon.
Yeah, it was a great, beautiful correction. See, Flynn, he's got this well pointed too. This bowl's starting to work
down
into
to his
head
weight.
now. Play this
Look at
brilliantly.
this. Yep. Toucher.
That's a great bowl by Greg Flynn.
Yep.
Made probably 2 shots out of that, in actual fact. Gee whiz, he couldn't have played that any better.
Faye saying 1 at the moment.
Yep.
Just trying to encourage her team.
Yep. Oh, just want to touch this one. Well, that she did. She actually got it with the belly. I thought she was just going to get the edge of it.
Yep.
Kerry on the mat. Oh, could have a bit too much on this one, I think. Best backward.
Green's just starting to dry out a bit now, so it's going to quicken up a bit.
Just watching that the last few ends, it's just starting to release that little bit more now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've had a couple of hours of sun on it and bit of wind.
Tell you what, this is a good bowl here. She is not far away from this. Oh,
take Leon's out.
Yep.
Still holding one.
Yes, with that
front bowl.
Front bowl, yes.
As you can see, our sponsors rolling through down the bottom.
Yes.
I'd like to thank Scott Burke Solar, Mark Hasta Painting, Archon Metals and Recycling, Hinkler Podiatry and Kelky Moon. It's a very interesting story with Kelky Moon. Rick Prosser and his wife, the owners of Kelky Moon, actually live in a suburb up here in Bundaberg called Kelky.
Kelky, is that right?
They were sitting on their back veranda one night and they were starting the business and they were looking for a name. And there was a full moon come up over the cane field. And Rick happened to say, what a beautiful Kelky moon. And that's where the name came from.
Well, that's a great local story there, Des, and that's what it's all about, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? And as you said, and I was talking to Tracy McPhee yesterday, the councillor for Division 4, and she was very responsive to the fact of these people who have now not only put their neck out and started the business and how well it's going. So it really is a success story.
It's just powering ahead. I do know that when the Canterbury Bulldogs come up here, they do a souvenir bottle for the Canterbury Bulldogs, and I know they released so many bottles last year and it sold out within an hour or so.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So basically a collector's item.
Yes. Yeah. And I do believe that they've actually got their gin and vodka in at the Canterbury Leagues Club now, so as part of the deal. So, yeah.
Oh, well done. Well, that should go pretty well down there then, mate.
Yeah. Great product they make. They a couple of years ago they won the best gin in the world under $50.
Geez, that's pretty good, isn't it?
So for a small business and you know that started off, and every time you go out there, Rick's doing something to progressed the business, and he's done a fantastic job, Rick and the family.
Yep. So Faye, she's just the one down. And she's just still a bit too runny though. Just her weight. I mean, the grass line was spot on with both her bowls.
Oh, Helen's saying one down. Yep.
So it must have been that bowler Greg's held shot.
Yes. 11-3 after 8. 57 minutes to go in the first one.
Plenty of time. All yours, mate.
Thank you very much. We'll keep an eye on Kerry Green for you, Annie. Not a problem. I know he's a handful, so Gino, one of our local bowlers, just arrived to have a look. Greg's extended the length on this one, so trying to change it up a bit to get an advantage over the opposition. Greg Flynn, Kerry Green and Faye Clarke representing Bowls Queensland up here this weekend. Greg and Kerry were the official delegates to our function last night, and Kerry was here Friday morning. So it was great, and thank you very much, Bowls Queensland, for providing that. What a great start from Greg Flynn.
No, absolutely.
He's absolutely nailed that.
Yeah, only a few inches away from there, Des.
That's it. So I'd say he's saying to Leon, well, I've got it, you've got to get it now.
Yeah.
So it'll just change Leon's thinking, because it is a longer end than what they've been playing.
One of Kerry's neighbours just coming on board. Morning, Frankie. Frankie Ellicott, how are you, mate? Now Leon just running just a little bit behind the head there. Yes, just had a magnificent pikelet jam and cream, just as he's having one now. What another great bowl here by Greg Flynn. He stuck it out in the open. Gee whiz, he played two great lead bowls there. Absolutely first class. There's going to be a lot of bowls outside those two before the end's out. So Leon got a bit of a view of the kitty now, so he's moved to his forehand, where it's a bit of an open draw there. Or is he going to get an inside edge? No, he got an outside one. Morning, Joe. How are you this morning? Okay, Kerry onto his forehand. Tell you what, he's not far away neither. Good looking bowl here from Kerry. Well, it's gone to a pretty good home. Don't think it'll be in the count, but it's a very good bowl. Okay. Pinky. Just going to cut under it. Very good attempt though. If she made any contact on that red bowl there of Leon, she would have been a pretty good result. But Kerry now, I tell you what, he's got this very well grassed too. Comes down to his run.
Tracking very nice.
Yep.
Just going to run through.
But that's an ideal home.
Yep.
Absolutely ideal. Looking just a dead draw it there. Just sit on one of those bowls there, but that's two good bowls there by Kerry. Got a better grass line on this one here.
Just starting to cut now. It'll all come down to a weight. Ooh. That could be either way, that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, you'd favour that for shot by just looking at it from there.
From there, you favour the
back one.
Back one of Greg's.
But a little trail on there by Faye, and could bring those back ones well and truly into play there, though, Des. So
yes,
pretty big bowl on here for Faye, but more than capable, I can tell you that. very, very steady player, Faye Clarke. Well, she's got the first part of it right.
Nice green. All down to her weight now. She's nailed it. And it goes...
Well, that's a pretty good bowl there. I think she'd be holding probably just the one, maybe. But
just the one with that red one of Leon's or maroon.
Mm. See what happens with the next bowl, but far behind. So Helen just giving Ross some
guidance,
instructions.
That wind's definitely swung around a bit more to the southeast now.
Yeah, it has.
Four, maybe five, Kerry just signalled.
Okay, probably gets rid of that bowl.
Nice line. Just a bit quick, going to run around the back.
Yeah, just a wait, really.
Yep, that's it.
Just a wait.
Faye not happy with herself?
No, just a wait, mate, that's all. I said that wind swirling, so it's a beautiful pace green, though. So, Roz. Tell you what, she's played this pretty well.
One.
Just the one now, yep.
11-4 after 9. 7 ends to go.
Yep, still anyone's game.
That's it.
Okay, Flinny leading up very well here this morning. Fit stance there for his jack delivery.
So you're staying in town tonight, Brian, and heading back tomorrow?
Heading back tomorrow, mate. Yeah. Yes, heading back, going straight back to Helensvale Bowls Club when we leave here because Gold Coast Tweed District are in action today against Fiji in a bit of a friendly. Okay. Not Fiji, I beg your pardon, Hong Kong. Playing Hong Kong this morning and tomorrow and Tuesday at destinations over the Gold Coast where the World Championships will be. Yep. And today they're at Robina Bowls Club because they've got their singles champions out here at the moment, so they wanted to play at the green that they're going to be playing the World Champions.
Yes.
Tomorrow they're at Helensvale, one of the destinations for the World Championship, and then on Tuesday they're going to be at Mudgeebar Bowls Club.
Very good. So, Brian, what's the percentage of venues on the Gold Coast that have got carpet compared to grass still?
There's only 2 venues, or there's going to be 3 shortly. I mean, Burleigh has a half green out the back, which is mainly just for barefoot bowls that they use as a carpet.
Yep.
But I know they're going to carpet next month, if I remember correctly. I think it's June sometime it starts. And then you got, of course, the indoor at Tweed and the indoor at Paradise Point. You asked me that next year. There's going to be a huge change because, so I said Burleigh's going one out the front, but they're not allowed to have a cover. I'm led to believe. Council regulations, I'm also led to believe at this stage. Negotiations were taking place. Broadbeach, they tell me, are going to go their back green, which I think is probably one of the best grass greens in the world. I actually love playing on that green. They're going to carpet after the World Championship, which is going to be a huge extension there. And well done once again to Barry and Colleen, who have really turned that club into a one heck of a facility. And when they took it over, it was in Dwyer Strait. It was lucky to still be surviving. So you give credit where credit's due, and Barry and Colleen have done a superb job there. And then, of course, there's the indoor down at Tweed, which is one of the best carpets in the world to play on. It's so true on that, but it's indoor air conditioned.
Yes.
And having played on it numerous times in my bowling days, which is a long time ago, was always a pleasure to play on it. But it was that good. You got bored. It was just took the same grass every time, and it was absolutely magnificent to play on. So They're only the ones at the moment, Des, but there's a few other in the pipeline, so they're telling me. So Musgrave Hill's talking about going one carpet, and Helensvale, of course, is under construction at the moment. They're trying to get everything done before the World Championship start in late August. Their middle green is going to carpet as we speak, undercover. Good track here by Kerry. Has he got the kitty? If he gets it. Oh, just went the wrong way. Gee whiz, if he had that in the belly, he had three shots there. Had 3 shots there. That's a good bowl, but just didn't get the luck that was required. But at Helensvale, they're hoping to be done, as I said, by the World Championships, Des. So they'll be using the third green and the first green first up.
Yep.
So it's quite a big few months on the Gold Coast, starting basically this month, and goes through now to mid-September.
Yeah.
When we can get back to a bit of normality. If you can ever call it normality. I tell you what, just looking at that shot there, you'd favour those jack-eye bowls. So. Yeah, probably one of them anyway you'd probably favour, but gee whiz, it's
still 4 bowls to come and anything can happen.
Ever so true. Particularly this red bowl, it's still on the run.
Yeah.
So it's still usable. There's not interfering though. Not interfering at all.
Just hanging out on Faye.
Yeah, it's coming to work in now though, so I'd say that's probably pretty much the shot.
Yeah, Brucey, we've had a lot of conversation about you, mate. Hopefully everything's going well. You're recovering.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, Brian was telling me a bit of a story that your first surgeon struggled for a while because he had to find a heart.
Mate.
Because you're an ex-bank manager, but...
Mate,
you know.
Took him 3 days to find one, mate. Hey. Going well now though, Brucey. That's the main thing, son. Okay, Faye wants to stay off this front one.
She's got it right in the belly. Yeah. It's pushed it up, definitely. Yep. One down now.
One down.
With that one bowl of Leon's.
Yep. Just had to be around it. Morning, Jimmy C. How are you this morning, Jimmy? Beautiful day here in Bundaberg, mate.
Jimmy will probably be off to Gingin for our Champion of Champion 4 semi-final. I believe, well, I know Burnett won through. They're playing in the semis. They're playing brothers this morning, and I'm not sure who's on the other side of the draw.
Yep.
So I wish all our Champion 4s teams the best of luck.
Yes, down to the major part today, Des.
Yep.
Get a result. A couple there to the Ross Byers lead combination of Helen Fistler and Leon Dwyer.
13-4 after 10 ends. 6 to go, 44 minutes.
44 minutes. We're definitely going to get it in, mate.
Yeah, this morning we will.
Yep. Doubt about the next two, though, mate.
Yeah.
Once this green completely dry. Leon's gone a little bit longer than normal here, too. So
starts quickening up a bit, yes.
Yeah, starts drying out, so running superbly. So Leon, of course, the biggest thing in a bowling arm is you've got to set it up absolutely perfectly so it releases very smoothly.
Yeah, they're just an extension of your arm, but it's so hard to get used to when you're first starting using them.
Oh, couldn't agree more. Great starter here, though.
I think the first time many years ago I tried a bowling arm, I threw the bowl about 8 foot in the air and went about 2 foot in front of me.
Yep.
So,
yeah, okay, Jimmy. Bagara versus Burnett and ICM versus Brothers. Okay, that's the semi-finals. Couple of crackers there, Jimmy. Okay, Greg. Running in nicely. Yeah, great bowl there by Greg Flynn. Played that beautifully. Beautiful weight. Should be a good day out there for you then, Jimmy. Hey, Leon, with his second bowl, I tell you what, he's got this pretty much very well pointed also. Starts working his way there. Gee, there's a couple of good lead bowls here in there, eh?
Yeah, excellent.
That's a
from
fantastic
Leon.
bowl.
Excellent. For someone who got belted in the ankle with the bowl yesterday, he's still limping fairly well.
I think his pills are starting to wear off. Gee whiz, those two cracking bowls there by Leon, absolutely superb.
Greg's got this away well too, but
yeah, it could be just a bit runny, this one.
Yeah, just hanging out on him.
Yeah. Just put that extra couple of feet of weight on it. Stayed on though, that's the main thing. A great bowl of his first one. It's just Leon just got the better of him with his second one. We see Pinky again, could be just starting to just run slightly. It's not coming in. Perfect weight though. Just a little bit of correction on the grass for our next one.
Mr. Kerry Green. Starting to work in now.
Yep.
It's not looking bad from here.
Geez, that's a great try by Kerry
Just
though.
run through.
Yeah, very good try. Just trying to dislodge that shot bowl. So, yep. Okay.
Sometimes, Brian, I think bowlers tend to be a little bit conservative.
Yeah.
Because I would probably be looking at putting a bit of weight on and coming a bit narrower. But the thing you've got to be careful of, if you take your only bowl out in the head, you're then two down. So,
yeah. Got a better line on this one here.
Took one out.
I don't know how he didn't get both of them because he actually rocked that second one. That was very unlucky. He played a great bowl there, Kerry. Great bowl. G'day, Troy. How are you, mate? Could be pushed to get there, son. If you can let him know for us, Troy. Appreciate your work, son. I just feel that wind just starting to gust a little bit now too, Des. So.
Yeah, it's definitely swung around to that southeast. So coming back towards the club, it'll be swirling around the club. So it'll make it a bit more difficult getting your hand correctly coming back towards the club.
Yep.
I'm surprised my old mate from Gayndah, Annie Faulkner, hasn't commented yet.
Annie.
Every time I'm on, Annie usually jumps on board.
Yep. Yeah, she's normally a regular. She might be playing herself. Who knows? So, had a good shot from her and over in Fiji just recently with Radicki.
Right, yep.
Oh, just had to be a bit wider with that one, Faye. Again, her weight was absolutely pretty well spot on. Needs a little bit more grass. You're right. Okay, Roz. Playing a backhand.
Just holding out a little bit wide.
Yep.
I thought the backhand would have been a better option for Faye.
Yep.
But it's interesting how skips read the heads different to everyone else.
Yep.
Just running through. So one down. One to Roz Byers' team.
Yep.
14-4 on 11.
On 11.
5 ends to go.
Yep. Well, 38 minutes, mate. So we're definitely going to get it in by the looks of it.
Yeah.
They're getting through these ends very, very quickly at the moment. So. Okay. Leon.
So do you play much mixed bowls down on the Gold Coast, Brian? Or is it?
Not really, mate. It's up to the clubs.
Yeah.
You know, I'll leave it at that.
Yep. Fair enough.
Bit of a sour taste in my mouth at the moment. But we will sort it out before it's all over and done with.
I'm sure you will.
Yep. So, playing his forehand here, Leon.
He's been leading very well all game, Leon.
He has been, hasn't he? Definitely has been.
He's spot on.
I tell you what, Greg's been playing very well too, just quietly. For a chap that's, pretty busy, doesn't get to play all that often.
No.
He's been leading up very, very well.
Great line from Greg.
Yeah, beautiful.
Once you get into the administration side of bowls, you tend to not play as much as you would like to, or you could.
No, well, Greg's been I think he's been on the board since about 2014. I think it is, Des.
Nearly 10 years.
Nearly 10 years, mate. I think it is, and really is. He's a brilliant director of finance, and I tell you, he's a great bloke too.
Yep.
He really is a good bloke.
So what's his background?
Australian Taxation Department. Australian Taxation Department.
He's probably one of these blokes that sends all these texts out to everyone to say that
No, I think he was more into the investigation
side of things.
Mate. Yeah, believe you me, he knows legislation, and he really is. And Bowls Queensland's been very lucky to have someone with his credentials,
experience and knowledge,
and capabilities in that position for so long. You know what I mean? He's one that you can really put a big tick beside.
Yeah.
See, great bowl here from Helen. That's a great bowl.
And a toucher.
And a pretty hard one to beat just too. Covering up the kitty.
So you'd nearly, I was going to say you'd nearly be wanting to play with weight in the forehand too.
Kerry, now this was probably the grass quarter of an hour ago.
Yeah.
Till that wind changed around.
That's it.
And that's really good weight that Kerry's playing with there. That's ideal weight.
Kathleen Motley, good afternoon, gentlemen. Kathleen, not sure where you are, but it's
still morning.
Still morning here in Bundaberg.
G'day, Catherine.
9:51. So, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, better line here from Kerry. Look at it holding.
Got a lot of weight on it.
Yeah. Yeah, just that wind's just changed in the last quarter of an hour, where that was probably the grass, as I said, quarter of an hour ago. And look at now the way that banner's starting to really flutter down there, as the viewers can see down the right-hand side of the screen. It's really fluttering.
And it's moved, the direction of the wind's changed again.
Yeah,
it's more an easterly now.
It is, isn't
coming directly across the green, so...
So Roz has got a couple of feet to add to it.
Kathleen, just home from an open draw of bowls at our club here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
Yes, that's right. She is from Canada too, Catherine. And we go back and see one of our favourites who come on board all the time, Mary Forrester. She's on the Gold Coast at the moment.
Ros just coming around the back to...
well, she knows what Faye's going to play, but Faye, that bowl there has stopped that shot that Faye's actually got on, because she could have dropped a few shots.
Yes. Faye just trying to draw.
Again, it's
just running through.
Yeah, that's where basically another one is. Counts. And I don't know if you're listening at all, Mary, but I hope you are. But the five-a-side we were playing in, where you were playing in every position, in every game, except for the games that Robbie was going to play, because Brizzy and I are out injured. We've actually scared the opposition. They've called it off on us, Mary. So we've got to chase another game to play.
Might be a bit tight this time, Faye.
Yes. Again, she's got ideal weight, though, by the time this bowl finishes. That's perfect. So,
Three.
well, probably needs a little bit more.
3 down.
Yep.
3 to the Byers led team. 17-4 after 12 ends. 4 to go.
4 to go.
Leon, Helen and Ros against Greg, Kerry and Faye.
At the moment here, Jimmy, according to what I've got in front of me, it's 28.7 degrees where we're sitting. That's what it is, mate. So that's sad news, Mary, but apparently they got a bit scared when they heard our entry was on its way. Yeah, 23 degrees, I reckon, Jimmy, in Bundaberg, but where we're sitting right here, it's
28.7.
28.7. It says it's 50. And it's the 4th of the 6th, 2023. There you go. We've got all the info that we require here. Robbie's heading for a smoke, I reckon. Got another tie.
A little bit of the tarp's just blowing around a little bit.
Yep. See the first bowl there from Leon, just sneaking through the head there slightly. No, don't need to, mate, because it's directly in the sun, Jimmy. Of course it would be that temperature. Yeah, great bowl there from Greg. Also, too, we're pretty well protected here, and we've got the tarp up, and there's no wind getting here, and it's basically in the sun, mate. Okay, Leon, has he corrected his weight? May have just over-corrected slightly. But on a good line, perfect way to bowl.
Great starter from Greg.
Yep.
Rexy Clements from ISIS Club. Welcome, Rex.
Hey, Rex. And great to see Jocelyn on board too.
Jocelyn Haylock from Roma.
From Roma. Always look forward to seeing Jocelyn and Mia. Yeah, the crew from Roma, mate, they're a fantastic crew, Desi.
They are. And some great bowlers coming out of that area with young Stella Palmer as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Stella's playing great bowls. Mia's been playing very well as well.
Mia's been playing great too, bud.
So,
no, I think our juniors are in pretty good hands at the moment, Des, for another few years.
yeah.
And I must admit that under 15 and under 12 brigade scares me. It scares me.
Mate,
so much talent there.
When you've got kids like young Stevie Monk coming through and he's 8 years old. So, you know, it's... and there was a lot of good around that 8-9-year-old in that under 12 bracket this year.
Well, you had young Smith from out at Dolby, Joel's young bloke who played the final against Stevie. That was you marked that.
Yeah,
game.
That was a cracker of a game. That
you know, and you've got a lot of kids from all over. I said you got young Matthew from Chinchilla. Cunnamulla, I should say.
Yeah.
One of Rick Bain's
Charges. Matty Russell. Yeah. Bigger brother Jacob.
No, mate, they're great kids, mate.
Yeah.
A lot of time for all those kids, mate. They're just so well behaved, and they're just brilliant.
We've got young Chaz Doherty. Chaz is only 8 at the moment. He's he missed out by making the semis by one shot on the last end in his lead-up games at the Junior States.
That's a great effort, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think it's fantastic what all of these coaches are doing for our juniors, Des, and mate, their behaviour and their ability. Their ability is the thing that amazes me the most, Des, for their age bracket. You look at their age and you think, gee whiz, their shot selection for young blokes is absolutely first class. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like you say, Brian, that comes down to the coaches spending time with them, and but the parents also giving the kids a chance to play in the competitions and things like that. And
a lot of travelling involved, as you know yourself, mate.
Absolutely. I was just talking to Phoebe Russell's mum before, and Phoebe's been invited to play in an under-25 carnival down on the Gold Coast, and then she's got the junior nugget, and she's off to the glass house. And,
Yes.
you know,
How did Ros miss that? Gee whiz. That's true. We're doing the glass house there in
about 3 weeks.
3 weeks or so.
Yep.
And, yep, it's all happening. Yes, Joe, absolutely a very talented young bowlers indeed. Awesome to meet them at the district. It's ever so true, Joe. And one thing I must say, I must take my hat off giving the young ones a run. Maranoa ladies.
Yeah.
Picked them in the district size, mate, and it was just so good to see those kids. And didn't they perform well?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, they played well.
And they just go and give you 120% all the time.
Well, the thing that I like the most about the young kids is that their behaviour is absolutely spot on, but their camaraderie between the players is the thing that amuses me the most, because they're so competitive on the green, and then they're hugging each other after the game.
Yeah, straight after the green. Yeah, after the game. Yeah,
you know, they're just so much good friends. And and the thing that I actually do laugh about the most is they'll play bowls from 8:30 in the morning to 5.
Yes.
And 5:15, you want to look for them, they're back out in the green. We're still playing bowls. Yeah. Where we'd be going, oh my God, I'm not going out.
Time to go home.
Yeah.
Time to go home and go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to a couple of the parents that are up here, Jake and Warren, this morning.
Yep.
And I was telling them when we first started with the juniors, we had the likes of Andrew Wilson, Dave Rickson, Yowie Wilson and myself. And as soon as the games were finished, us few would be in the clubhouse having a couple of soft drinks, and the kids were back out on the green again. And they just couldn't get enough.
Talk about Dave Rickson. There's his lovely daughter out there, Connie, today playing on the rick next door.
Yes.
And just see Connie just walking down the green. You'll see her on the left-hand side of the screen come into view. See a great starter there from Greg Flynn.
Connie's wearing the Green Master shirt, playing with Matty Tompkin and Keith Wally.
Yep. He's just a little bit obscure, but there's one of our former juniors and now representing Malta.
Yes, and doing very well at it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Extremely well.
Dave and Roxanne, of course, like you, a lot of miles travelled. Great reply by Leon. A lot of miles travelled in those days.
Absolutely. A lot of great friendships made. Yep. I see Yowie's living out in Warwick now.
He certainly is.
I ran into him a couple of years ago in Toowoomba. Great to catch up with Yowie.
Mate, one of my favourites. I remember having many a battle against Yowie, and every one of them has been more than enjoyable. And that's a fact. Southern Downs, we live streamed them in the district sides, one of the games, and the first thing Yowie did was drop himself out of that game because he's not going to sit beside you and commentate. And it was just, Yowie's always been Yowie, mate.
Yeah.
And as you said, did a great deal for juniors back in his day also.
Yeah. Young Rowan still playing out of Helensvale too, I see the other day. I seen him
still playing great bowls.
Yeah. Actually, he was up at Harvey Bay, wasn't he?
Yes, Rowan was up in Harvey Bay. So it could be the one down here, but with that bowl of Leon's. Just favourite because it's just basically on the line. But I'll tell you what, Kerry, has he got the run on this because he's got a perfect line on it. Look at that, still turning. Look at that. That's a good bowl. Another bowl in the head. Yeah, 3 Marinara girls, dead right, Joe. It's just fantastic to see them. They're on a bowls, that's true too, Joe. I actually saw that too, Joe. Yeah, the young girls were giving the old girls the massage and that in between games. I had a bit of a chuckle at that, I must admit, Joe.
Brad Mahoney, great streaming, view and commentary. Cool start to the day in Bundaberg, Victoria.
Hey,
welcome, Brad.
Good on you, Brad. Gee whiz, Kerry, did you? Oh, that's a great attempt.
He needed that to pick it up.
Well, even if he sat either of those bowls, he would have flopped in for shot there, Des, you know what I mean? So, I tell you what, little Pinky here too. She's, I don't think she's pushed this out Well, it's starting to come in now. She's going to sit Kerry.
Just past him.
Oh.
6:17.
When they can start turning, they just keep going.
They do, yeah.
Don't they? They
Yeah.
just keep going,
Yeah.
mate. So
It's very hard to get the green 100% right with this wind swirling around. It's dropped out again now.
well, that's the difference, isn't it? You know, like when Kerry played his last bowl, that wind was gusting down that other end, and now it's actually dropped. So the inconsistency is, and I pace this quick, it makes life interesting.
It does.
Makes life interesting.
And bowls is a very good leveller for everyone. It just depends on who handles the conditions the best.
Yes, well, I'll tell you what, Faye's played this absolutely magnificently. Just rolled out. That's and that's what happens when you're chasing shots, isn't it? You just get the rub the wrong way. You just get the inside edge when you wanted the outside edge. Like, I mean, you're probably an eighth of an inch of playing the perfect bowl.
That's it.
And then normally what happens, the opposition comes and draws another one straight away just to rub it in. But great try there by Ros.
Just running around the back.
Played.
Whole team's combined well.
Oh, they have. They definitely have now. Faye, how good's her memory? I think she's a little bit underdone grass line just looking at her last bowl. Needed a little bit more weight on that one too.
Helen just showing Ros where another shot would be.
Yeah, Jack High. The ladies like seeing where Jack High is, don't they?
Yes.
I noticed that even at social bowls on ladies' days. Well, I know the blokes get most annoyed when someone stands out there. Get out of the road.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever helps them, whatever suits them, it's good.
That's it. No, it's actually a measure for shot. No. Leon's given it to Greg. He's pretty confident, Leon is.
Greg's bowl must be just in front of Kitty then. Good picture there from Robbie. Good close up. Yeah, shot.
Yep. One.
Pretty good eye there by Leon.
Yeah.
Very well done. Of course, Leon from the Harvey Bay Bowls Club.
17-7 after 14 ends. 2 to go. Up and back.
Oh, she's from...
Kerry Green's obviously not wearing any socks today because he certainly needs to pull them up.
Oh, only one shot, he said. He's gone all right.
Yeah, he's good value, young Kerry.
There he goes all right, mate. So Flinny's really stretched this one out. This is going to sort them out with this breeze.
What is this game? What is that game called? Looks easy. Kids who play pebbles in here are...
Oh, Flinny.
Greg's just running through with his first one.
Yep.
Drop it in the sand.
Easy to do at this length, too,
Yes.
mate.
Yeah. Just with the wind swirling the way it is, it's just making life a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
17-7. 2 ends to go, 18 minutes. So we should be well and truly
Well
finished.
and truly get this one in,
Yeah.
Des. Absolutely. And a good starter once again from Leon. Very good starter. Okay, Flinny. He's got it out there.
Just going to run out of legs, I think.
Yep.
Greg. Faye's trying to kick
He's
it
trying
in.
to kick it on, yeah. Okay.
Cloud's starting to build up a bit. They did say there's a possibility of some rain later on today.
Later on, mate.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. I know you guys need it badly, so
yeah.
I hope after 3 o'clock your wishes do come true, Des.
Definitely need some rain, but not today.
Not today, though.
Not today.
I don't mind what happens after about 4:30, 5 o'clock,
yep,
mate.
Yep, that would be good.
We'll be packed up and...
yeah, at least get us to pack the gear up first before it, starts rain.
Yep. That's gone past, mate. Yep, there's a cloud there. Good, great picture of the cloud.
Francis Russell, what temperature have you got? Well, actually in Bundaberg at the moment, Francis, it's sitting at 23 degrees. Where we're commentating from, it's 28.9, so we're protected a little bit here.
Yep.
But Bundaberg's a beautiful 23 degrees at the moment. And
good starter there from Kerry. A beautiful weight on that. Could be the shot, I tell you what, though. This little girl here, she got annoyed when Kerry drew that shot.
And she's just going to run through. Maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah, especially from this angle.
Yes.
Robbie gets a side angle and it changes everything.
It does.
There you go. Oh, well.
I tell you what, Kerry had that pointed well too, just his weight. Just fell. Would have been ideal if that had stayed up there for Faye, but his first bowl was an absolutely beautifully weighted bowl. Just dropped her grass line. Is she just going to get a little inside edge off this and straighten up?
Inside edge, yes.
Well, I reckon that would have to be pretty much close to shot. See Leon's giving a bit of a clap. Yeah, it could be Kerry's too. It's close, so anyway.
I'm in the bottom of NZ sitting on a high 10. No bowls here on grass. Yeah.
Sounds like Invercargill, Francis. Would I be correct? If that's the case, I hope you're going to be having bluff oysters for lunch. My favourite.
When my youngest daughter, Ricky Lee, was playing for Queensland and Billy Cornell's was around, we did an Auckland tour.
Yes.
And I got to meet a very, very lovely young lady by the name of Taylor Bruce.
Taylor Bruce, yes.
And got to meet Mum and Dad, and we've stayed in contact as friends for quite a while. We were lucky enough when the Com Games were on the Gold Coast to actually catch up with Richard and Kerry.
Kerry, good stuff.
Taylor's done very, very well for herself with the bowls.
She certainly has.
Lovely young lady to boot.
Yep. It's one thing about our great game, though, Des, and you might admit, it's the friendships that you make and you have for life then, don't you?
You do.
You just have them for life, mate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great bowl there from Faye Clarke. I tell you what, though, Ross, can she drop under this bowl here at Greg's or get the inside edge of it? She got the inside edge?
Yes.
Happy days.
Straight through onto the...
Shot bowl.
Shot bowl, yep.
Just played that with ideal weight just to get that. And that's the beauty about playing that backhand. She had 2 or 3 options. So she took the hand with the most options. So, now Faye.
Francis says probably too rough for the boats to go out. So,
mate, tell them to toughen up and get out there. I know, Francis. I'm glad you're enjoying your game of bowls here. It was a great bowl there from Roz. I said just got the result that she required. Just got to beat this Jack High bowl of Kerry Greens.
Helen just asking her for a similar type shot, just to draw in.
Yep. Basically saying, how good your memory, Roz?
Yep. It's not too bad.
It's a bit to say. Pretty good by the looks of it.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to slice it.
Ooh.
Well, she's made 2 out of that.
Yep.
2 shots. 2 good bowls there from Roz. Very good bowls. Well, it looks like they're measuring for 3 by the looks of that, so they're going to go to Faye's
bowl and possibly that front one of Helen.
Front one of, yep. Amazing, like when you have that look at that back camera, it looks a lot closer than
That's it, yes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Kerry's. No. I think Kerry's is out. Two. 19-7 on 15.
Yep.
Last 10.
Last 10.
12 minutes. Well and truly get it in.
Get it, yeah. Been a great game, though, Des.
Yes. See, 2 rinks over have already finished. Number 3 rink has finished.
Yep. That's the fact we got Mark on the next game, I think.
Mark Mizzy.
Mark Mizzy.
Yes.
On the next game. And, of course, he's playing with his mum.
Yep.
Oh, Faye, she's still having fun, though. That's what it's all about, mate. That's what it's all about, having a bit of fun. Okay, Greg.
Big end required from Greg and Kerry here.
Yep. Well, Greg got a beautiful line on this one.
Easy clapping it in already.
Yep. Coming in it sideways now, this.
Yep. Once they cross that line,
they just keep going, don't they?
Just keep going with that wind. And
yeah.
The wind swung around more to the southeast again too.
Well, it has, and it's been changing all morning, Des.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the players have been finding it a little bit tough to adapt at times.
Yes, and the greens are drying out, so it's running quicker.
Yes.
What a great correction from Leon.
Yeah, that's a great bowl there from Leon. It's all about our games, about the art of correction.
So this is the end of round 5, 2 rounds to go, and that'll wrap it up for the weekend.
I think Greg was being a little bit ambitious there, taking a fair bit of grass. Okay, Helen played very well here this morning, Helen Foster.
Been very consistent.
She has been, hasn't she? Always Ross calls a pinky. Yeah, good bowl. Got this very well pointed, Kerry. Just on his run now.
Just sit the back one. Oh, just good home there, but
yeah.
Great home.
Probably could be second shot by the looks of it.
Helen's just going to get the inside edge of that bowl, but ended up jack high.
Well, she's ended up with 2 shots out of that, according to Ross. Hey, Colleen Ryan, yes, that is the correct score. Now, Kerry, this bowl should start cutting. I don't think it's just got it out there far enough. Is he going to sit this bowl, though?
Nah, it's under that.
Just going to miss it. Yep. Yeah, that hand's really turning now, Des, isn't it? Absolutely turning at right angles.
I'm surprised more people haven't swapped hands and played the friendlier backhand.
Probably the rationale behind it, I reckon, is probably because the wind's been changing so much this morning, though, Des. You know, when the game first started, the forehand was the wider hand at the
That's
two,
right.
wasn't it? You know what I mean?
It was.
And I think they just got used to that being the wider hand. And then when the wind changed, they've actually stuck to the backhand.
Yes, yeah.
So, it's amazing how it's hard to get in one's head.
4 bowls to go, and that'll be the completion of round 5 of our televised ring.
Yep.
Once again, thank you very much to our sponsors, Scottberg Solar, Mark Hester Painting, Archon Metals and Recycling, Hinkler Podiatry, and Kelky Moon Distilling and Brewing.
Oh, it's a good bowl by Roz there.
Yes.
Not too far away. Now Faye She's really only got it's a dead draw.
Just got to be under that wing bowler Helen's.
Yep. Gee whiz.
bit like Roger yesterday. Didn't
exactly
matter what he did, he couldn't buy a shot
couldn't
yesterday.
buy a shot. Yeah.
Poor old Roger.
He played so well and he just had no luck whatsoever, did he? So Ros got a better.
As we said before, depends on who handles the conditions the best, ends up winning the game.
Well, the conditions have been very changing here this morning, and I take my hat off to the Ros Byers led team because they really have handled the conditions very, very well. Like, I mean, Faye, Flynn and Kerry haven't played bad bowls, but they've just been missing the kitty. And again, Faye, she's got a good line on this one here. Has she got the weight to reach it, though? Again.
Just still cutting across.
Yep, one shot.
One.
Yep.
So the final score will be 27
Yep.
to Leon Dwyer, Helen Foster and Ros Byers over Greg Flynn, Kerry Green and Faye Clarke. And once again, thank you very much everyone for joining us.
Yep.
We will be having a break now and then back with round 6 and then the last round not long after that. Once again, Brian, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure as usual.
Mate, it's been very well done. We thank Des very much. I know he's got to go and do scorecards and everything else now as he does. He doesn't stop. But great to see Tina Wallace awake and walking. Always good to see Tina. But what a great game that was. The next game, ladies and gentlemen, should be an absolute cracker. We've got Mark Nizar, Cameron Walker and Josephine Mizar, and they're up against John Mellon, John Martin and Michelle Braze. So looking forward to that game. And of course they're the wonderful sponsors of this wonderful event.
Scott Burke Solar, Mark Hasta Painting, Archon Metals and Recycling, Hinkler Podiatry and Kelky Moon Distilling and Brewing. Once again, thank you very much to those sponsors. Without those sponsors, these events cannot happen. And if you can support those sponsors in any way, just run through the results after round 4. Hayden Leslie with 4 wins. Robbie Burns from Woodgate with 3. Darryl Austin with 3. Matty Tompkin with 3. Shane Cashill with 3. Mark Mizzy with 3. Bob Johnson with 3 wins. Cody Felberg, Wayne Burnett and Roger Goodwin, all with 3 wins.
All with 3 wins, Des. So it's really today's moving day, mate.
It is, yep. It'll be interesting to see how the young Hayden Leslie's team went.
Yep.
If they got up in that one, it might bring them back to the field. But no, what a fantastic weekend. Robbie Burns, did you win? Oh, Robbie dropped that game. Ooh, so that will make a bit of a difference. Robbie was sitting in second spot. So thank you very much, viewers, and please join us again for round 6.
Yes, now we will be on air at 10:45. So you've got enough time to make yourself a nice cup of tea, nice coffee, and get back. 10:45, ladies and gentlemen, back on air on behalf of Des Kemp, myself, Brian Marshall, and our fearless leader, Mr. Robbie Allen. We thank you very much for your patronage in that game. Enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much.